Welcome to Celebrity Reports, the place where we dive deep into the fascinating world of celebrities and uncover the stories behind the headlines. At 86, John Wayne's son finally confesses what we all suspected. When we think of John Wayne, we think of the Duke, the towering Hollywood legend who embodied rugged masculinity, American grit, and the spirit of the Old West. He was more than an actor, he was a symbol. But behind the iconic cowboy hat and the unforgettable voice, John Wayne was also a father, and his children lived through the highs and lows of growing up with one of the most famous men in the world. Now, decades after Wayne's passing in 1979, one of his sons has spoken openly about family truths that fans have long suspected but never fully heard. At 86, Patrick Wayne, John Wayne's second son, has lived long enough to see his father's legend grow far beyond what even the family expected. For years, people speculated about what it was like to be raised by a man who represented America's idea of strength. Did the Duke live the way he acted on screen? Was he distant, tough, or tender at home? Patrick has finally given us some answers, and they are as surprising as they are heartfelt. According to Patrick, John Wayne was exactly what the public imagined: strong, principled, and commanding, but he was also much more complex. He admitted that growing up with a father like John Wayne came with enormous pressure. The world saw his dad as the ultimate hero, and Patrick said that meant he always felt he had to live up to an impossible standard. People thought he was 10 feet tall, Patrick once confessed, and when you're his son, you want to measure up. That was hard. What fans long suspected, and what Patrick confirmed, is that Wayne's on-screen values mirrored his real-life beliefs. He was deeply loyal to his family, protective of those he loved, and he demanded honesty above all else. Patrick revealed that one of the most important lessons his father taught him was that a man's word is his bond. If you said you were going to do something, you did it, no matter the cost. But there were struggles, too. John Wayne's fame meant he was often away from home, shooting films in far-off locations for months at a time. Patrick admitted that as a child, he sometimes resented his father's absence, even while knowing the work was what kept the family comfortable. He confessed that those absences were tough, but over time, he came to understand that his father carried the heavy responsibility of being not just an actor, but also a cultural figure. Rare family photos have since surfaced showing Wayne in private moments, laughing with his children on a boat, helping them ride horses, or quietly enjoying a family meal. These images shocked fans used to seeing him only as the invincible cowboy. Patrick said those candid moments revealed the real man, the one who loved jokes, enjoyed simple pleasures, and had a soft spot for his kids even if he didn't always show it openly. The most powerful confession Patrick made was that his father's greatest fear was not death, but being forgotten. John Wayne knew that legends fade, but Patrick smiled when he admitted he would be amazed to see how much bigger he has become over time. What fans suspected, that Wayne was more than a movie hero, that he was a complicated but deeply devoted man, has now been confirmed by the person who knew him best. At 86, Patrick's reflections are both a tribute and a revelation. They remind us that behind the Hollywood image was a real father, flawed and human, but unforgettable. For fans of John Wayne, the confession doesn't diminish the legend, it only makes it richer, showing us that the Duke's greatest role may not have been on the screen, but in the lives of those he loved.